Hi, it's Sandy Parker, and welcome to Crafting for Almost Everyone. Today we're going to do something that's kind of different. What we're going to do is we're going to create a pearlized ink pad, and it's really simple to do. I saw a lady that was from England did this first. I don't know, I hope you can see that I already have made the red, and I really think it's cool looking because you can really see the pearlization or the sparkle, whatever, in the ink. But anyway, a lady from England did it first, and then a woman in the United States who is a Stampin' Up representative, I think. I don't remember her name. I feel bad about that. She created first the mini ink pads, and then she also made a pearlized version. So I'm going to make some pearlized versions for Christmas, and so the colors I need are red and green, obviously. So sorry about the glitter. It's still the same day as I did all that glitter project, and so I still haven't gotten this off of me. You're going to have these little gem boxes. They're about 1 inch by 1 inch in diameter, or no, vertical and horizontal, 1 inch by 1 inch. And you just take the little foam piece that comes with it, take that out of there. Then I found those on eBay. I just typed in 1 inch square gem box, I think, or plastic gem box, something like that, and a bunch of them came up in China. Then you're going to use cut and dry foam stamp pads from Reinker, and it's really easy to use. All you're going to do is pull it out just enough to be able to use the pad that you just pulled out of your container. And you're going to just take your Tim Holtz snips, and you're just going to cut along that line of the foam that you just pulled out. What we end up with is this little piece, and some tape. We don't want that. Of this little piece. And to glue it down in there, I just used this new 3-in-1 glue that I told you about before that is like hot glue without me burning my hands off. And then I just glued it into the bottom like that. My other one, the square fits in there better, but you know, when I'm doing things on the video, I don't usually do it as well as I do it when I'm not. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your reinker, and this is a Stampin' Up Handsome Hunter, is the green color that I chose, and we're going to put 15 drops is what I'm going to put in to start with. I might add more. Now I have old eyeshadow that I have taken out of my eyeshadow and put into these containers because they were all pure mica. And mica is the pearlized, is what makes pearly, for lack of a better word. And then I'm just going to dump a bunch of it in there and mix it around. I could have used white, but I didn't really want to dilute my green color. And this still might change it a little bit to a little bit lighter green color. Oh, and this is this is the Dollar Tree mat that I bought that's for the kitchen, and works so good for all these projects. I did my red ink on there, and then all I did was just I'm going to put about 10 more drops on there. All I did to clean it was I just rinsed it off, and I didn't need that many. About 8 drops is what I added to it. And then what you do is you really want to just make sure that it's still a liquidy consistency. And I'm using just an old, well, it's a little craft stick, but it's a popsicle stick for that's what everybody calls them, popsicle sticks. But it was a craft stick because it's green. Okay. Then what I did with the red was I cleaned off my popsicle stick, craft stick, whatever you want to call it, with my foam. Yes, you're going to get this all over you. No, I couldn't figure out a way not to get it all over me. And then I just kind of wiped up where the biggest pile was not, and then I dabbed it in there, and then I smashed it down. Oh, I forgot to tell you, you want the white side up. It has a white side and a black side, that stuff from Reinker. So you want to make sure that you end up with the white side up, and not the black side. The black side is not what you want to have your stamp made out of. Okay, well, I think I've made enough of a mess of myself for right now. Let's box this up before I get that everywhere. And let's get our little stamp. Here it is, our little birdie. We'll see if the green is as pearly as the red. If it's not, you can always just redo it, or add more pearl to it, mica. Just go through your old eyeshadows and find anything that's ugly or something. Well, I didn't get the whole thing on. Let's see how pearly it is. Well, it's pearly, but you probably can't see it because it's still wet, but I can see it. Anyway, you go through your cabinet and find all of your old eyeshadows, and you're going to want ones that the very first ingredient says mica. When you do this, you just want to scrape it out of your container into something with a really good lid on it. And these little containers came 10 for $1 at the Dollar Tree. I know, it's horrible. And all I did was I just wrote on the top of it green mica, as you can see there. And it really worked out. Every one of my colors was filled in a space that I didn't have a color for in Pearl X, because I did have some Pearl X's, but I didn't have all the colors. But my eyeshadows were a cornucopia of colors, so it was great because I was able to then change it over into something I could use for crafts, because I wasn't going to be wearing it anytime soon, and that's what I did with it. Anyway, back to this container. You want to make sure your container really has a good fit with that square, and that the lid has a nice clear plastic top. If you can do that, then you can just quickly see what color's in there. I'm pretty sure you can see that the colors of those, they're pretty obvious, but if you wanted to, you could write it on the bottom or on the sides. I don't think I'm going to need to, because I don't think I'm going to make a ton of these, but I will be making a few, because I think that they really are a handy thing to have for the holidays, to have something that adds a little bit of sparkle. I don't know, that green doesn't sparkle quite as much as the red does, but it does sparkle, and that's cool. So that's our little tip for the day, and I hope that you enjoyed that little tip. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and well, if you stay tuned, the next video we're going to do is a card that looks hard but isn't, but does take a little bit more time than our normal cards. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you watch us again. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.